control.
Hey, you don't know me. Please make me look gay.
You look like you might have seen one up close.
How come you claim to be 5'9" even though you're like 5'5"?
I don't know. How tall are you?
5'9".
You're 5'9"?
I'm actually 5'9".
Okay, come over here. Let's see.
Bridge. Bridge.
Got him!
Laid gay, dropping rhymes that slay. In the golden era, where the real ones play. GCA crew, keeping it true. Spitting dope lines till the break of day. Back in the day, we had the style. Retro beats with that smooth vinyl dial. Flow so fresh, lyrics so tight. Represent the essence, shining so bright. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late and gay, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown. Golden era, where the legends reside. Late and gay, taking you for a ride. GCA, bringing the classic sound. Hip-hop pioneers holding the crown.
Hello and welcome everybody to Late and Gay with the GCA episode 38. 38. We got what, 2 more before the end of the year, I believe. One on Christmas, one on New Year. Wait, no, one more. We have one more after this. That's right. I can do math. Anyways, I am joined here by my esteemed panel and our special guest. I'm so excited. 1-800-DANKY. Let's freaking go. Woo! Yeah. So, without further ado, let's get right to it.
No delay. A little bit late. A little bit.
Strike one. So, I am Mo Zamboni. I usually pass it right off to Malty, but I have a wonderful announcement. I don't know if anybody's seen, but I'm going to be starting a panel show with Drunk 3PO on Mondays, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I will never, ever, my heart will never be anywhere else except for the GCA and Off the Hip because it's super fun. So thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight. Thank you for the donations. We will get to that here shortly, but let's get right to it. Mr. Malty, how you doing, sir?
Well, hello, man. I hope you're. Oh, I know you're doing well. You're fucking like shit. I already did.
You guys are so gay.
Hey, man.
Oh, that's strike 2.
All right. So while we're doing intro, so we can actually talk. I've been doing good, man. ABNF and I did a video on the Smash JT thing, to which he responded to us, and that kind of like skyrocketed the video. So we're kind of sitting on a high right now.
Yeah, things are going great, man. It's awesome. Anything else going on? That's pretty good. I mean, 10,000 views over 2 videos. That's not bad.
Well, I mean, I keep making videos all the time, so like maybe another one will take off sometime soon. It kind of just happens way more and more often now. So keep at the grind.
Let's go. And thank you, everybody, for watching. Whether you're watching this later or you're here now, we appreciate it. So next, we have the almost incarcerated ABF today. How you doing, sir?
No, they were cool with it. It was a mistake, so everything's fine. Pretty good. I went to AmFest today and got my ticket. I'll be there for pretty much the rest of the week, Thursday through Sunday. And apparently Trump's going to be there. Am I going to beat him? Probably not, but he'll be there. So that'll be cool.
I'm gonna come.
All right, that wasn't bad.
That one was much better. Yeah,
right on time.
I'd say the best one yet, actually.
Yeah. The count is 1 and 2.
best.
Any other news? I think there's. I probably want to save that for Monday, don't you? So.
Other news? Well, no, I'm still talking about doing a Wednesday stream now, starting next year, and got my show every single Monday, Off the Hip.
Awesome. I'm so looking forward to all of this. It's going to be wunderbar. It's going to be awesome. Next up, we have Nagranol. How you doing, sir?
So
cool. Nice. Aiden Wayne.
He did that on my show too.
So
so funny. Hello. Happy to be here again tonight and today. I put out a video on a certain person in the gaming industry. Did a whole deep dive into his life and accidentally discovered when he was married because I was digging so deep. So that was interesting. It's one of those moments where you're like, am I too far into this? Nah, I'm not too far into this. Let's keep going. But no, happy to be here tonight. Happy to have Danky on and happy to be hanging out with you guys.
I'm fine with that.
Excellent. Next up, we have Magda, whose room just keeps upgrading. It's like the Matrix. It just keeps getting more iterations, getting better. How are you doing, ma'am?
Oh, that's still my living room. But the good news is the shelving unit for my office is coming tomorrow, supposedly. So, yeah, I will be working on putting it together and putting all my stuff up, and hopefully next week you guys will see the new and improved office or my screening room.
All right, continue.
So yes, Pops. No, I forgot what I was gonna say. Other than that, nothing. Well, exciting thing is the holidays are coming. Christmas is coming, so that's good. And the next week also Nosferatu is coming out. So finally, one good movie that I've been waiting for. So excited to see that. Definitely gonna find time to go in between the festivities and enjoy. And and report back. That's for sure.
Awesome. Yeah, I want to check it out too. It looks Nosferatu and that kind of era, like of movies. I want to see what they do with it. It looks really interesting. So.
Looks really good too. So.
And on to the next movie, the Cinephile Movie Aficionado. How you doing, Hoodie D? How goes the battle?
Doing great. The battle is always uphill. We're always charging uphill, trying to, overcome the next obstacle, but I've been doing good, hanging in there. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Rivals. I wasn't the biggest fan of Overwatch, so I don't know how fast this is going to die out for me, but it's been fun for the past week and a half. I'm still having fun with it. I have friends playing it. I'm sure if I don't have friends to play with, I won't play it, so we'll see, like I said, how long it will actually last. I don't know if any of you have tried it, but maybe we could play together. If not, I've gone back and I'm watching The Sopranos. I've never watched it before. So,
nice.
Yeah, watching that.
Okay, so now you're Mexican.
Nobody's got
it. I was leaning towards Italian. Now
that's why I'm watching it. So yeah, that's been pretty enjoyable, and it's really good to see good television, like good writing and just good all that. And then of course Christmas is next week. Really excited for that. I just got most of my shopping done, so yeah, that's all I got.
Right on. Awesome. And last but not least, well, the soundboard the jockey over here, we have Yo Pops. Look at that setup, man. That is impressive. I am jealous.
What is
Especially
going
the
on,
DJ
everybody?
spinner, man? That's awesome.
Thank you.
I don't want to know what goes on in that bed.
For me to know and for you to not to find out. How's it going, everybody?
How's the live streaming going? You enjoying it?
I am enjoying it. I've been doing a lot of DJ sets on Kick, so I've been doing that, and then I'm gonna have some stuff that I'm gonna be coming out with on YouTube just to see. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do, so I'm just gonna put up a bunch of stuff and see what hits. So
heck yeah,
after that,
awesome. Well, go subscribe to Yo Pops. Unless it keeps hitting the soundboard, in which case unsub. But no. So last but not least, super excited to be streaming with him again. It's been a long time. He's an awesome dude. He's just killing it in the 199. It is 1-800-DANKY. Sir, a pleasure to have you on stream. How are you doing?
Hi. I liked Nagranal's intro.
Okay. Me too.
Well, okay. In that case, without further ado, assholes, Malty. Well, let's get into the super chats. Obviously, yeah, we got a ton of super chats going on here. My goodness, thank you everybody. So let's get into it here. Let's see. I'll do the first one. If you want to take the next one, there, Mr. Hayden Wayne, that'd be great. Cajun Corey gives 1 gifted membership. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Corey.
And Tomac for 50.
50. Tomac. Shout out to Tobias's Foxy Fox Aunt, Kirsha Verstal. She just hit partner and she just had to keep her tabs under 5,000. And we all know that took a lot of restraint. Yeah, so she just announced today that she is now partnered with Mythic Talent. So that's it's an awesome thing. She's been looking for a manager for a couple of years. So yeah, shout out to Kirsha.
That is awesome, man. And thank you very much for that $50 donation, Tomac. Really appreciate that. Before the stream even started, based the pilot light of the GCA Discord, we appreciate your service. Next up, we have Cajun Corey, correct me if I'm not mistaken, this is our first member message. I think it
should
be.
Yes.
You're muted, ABF.
Sorry, I was saying yes, it is.
Awesome. Well, Cajun Corey, here you go. First member message. Gay. Well, I would expect nothing less.
That's the perfect start.
The only time we can understand him.
All right, yo, Pops, you want to take the rest of them in here, my good man?
Yes, sir. So, Cajun Corey gifted 1 GCA membership. Thank you, Cajun Corey, out of the bayou right there. Thank you, sir. I think I'm improving on the Cajun accent. Still got to practice on that. The Nerd Files became a new member of the GCA. He is late and curious. Thank you for being late and curious, sir. Let's see.
Indeed.
Hell yeah.
A Raider 03 gifted 10 GCA memberships. Thank you, Raider.
Thank you, Raider.
Which equals 50.
50.
$50.
Oh,
We kind of got to do the thing. Raider.
Hell yeah, man. That's awesome. Thank you very much for that. Thank him in the chat if you got one of those memberships.
That's right. All right. Keep going. All right. Lex Ludeni became a new member of the GCA. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Lex.
Ludendi.
Good to see you, brother.
Ludendai.
Cornboy, member for 1 month with just a regular thumbs up emoji. Thank you, sir, Cornboy. 1 month.
Short and
Cornboy,
sweet.
our very first donation to the channel. He was a super thanks of all things. So thank you very much, sir.
Let's see, the Wayfarer gifted 1 GCA membership. Thank you, Wayfarer.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing good out there. Hope you're doing good, man.
Thank you.
And let's finish it up here. Cornboy with another super sticker, $1.99, $1.99 super sticker. Thank you, sir.
Thumbs up.
Cornboy.
We're getting multiple thumbs up from Cornboy tonight.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All the thumbs.
Oh, go.
Hopefully
All
that's
right,
2.
and we have one more.
One more Cajun Curry with another
Corey!
GCA membership.
That's what you pay for. Thank you, everybody, for all those wonderful donations at the beginning of the stream. We really appreciate it. So you won't have to ask for refunds later when we are sucking ass. So we really appreciate it. No takey backsies. Tea. Anyways, without further ado, Mr. Malty, the man with 10,000 views over the course of a few days, which is awesome. Take it away, sir.
Well, I think Cornboy is trying to subtly say that we need to make him a mod. He's trying to tell people to like the stream because we don't do that. We always forget about it. We're so worried about our own stuff.
True.
So yes,
let it
please
be
do like
written.
the stream. We appreciate you being here.
Grant Cornboy a modship.
I am doing it. We are getting to it. Carry on, sir.
Congratulations, Cornboy.
So let's start out with something to laugh at. What do y'all think about that?
I like it.
Sounds good.
I like it.
All right, let's start off with Rachel Zegler and how her fall from grace. Y2K in its second weekend has continued its downward spiral, but you know where this spiral started at? Literally, the top of the slide was $2.1 million.
Well, here's the thing. Can you really fall from grace if you never actually attained it? She was plucked from obscurity and thrown to the top of a couple of big things, and then proceeded to, as it were, pop a squat all over those things that she was a part of.
Well, you could identify as graceful, and also this picture right here looks like how she got that job in the first place.
No,
not with those teeth. No.
Well, this is before the shot that brings the money, so to speak.
Yeah, you just gotta take the.
No, I already know what you're talking
the guys
about.
behind her.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. In its second weekend at the box office, 67% drop, which takes it still in over almost 2,000 screens, takes it just to 685K.
Jeez.
Now, here's the funniest thing to me is that for comparison, it fell short of a re-release of the 1954 film White Christmas, which got 1.1 on half the screens.
That is hilarious.
Well,
And
I was going to
dessert.
say, though, like, why would anybody go see this movie when This Is the End exists?
True.
Very true.
That's a great movie.
It is.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
Actor, or at least compared to her, probably better actors for that kind of role. Sure.
Mm-hmm. But so here's the thing. Here's the question that a lot of people have brought up. I think we all know that she never had staying power. Like, she's not a draw. She's not a box office draw for anything. And she's only made everything worse. Even though Y2K, I believe, started filming before Snow White did.
There it is. Fall from mediocrity.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't mind.
It's pretty accurate.
Well, and that's the problem, right? Like, she doesn't have any star power because she hasn't actually been a star in anything, but she walks around pretending she's the biggest actress on the planet, and it really just sours everybody to her. So people aren't driven to want to see anything that she's involved in.
Yeah,
Well,
and I was
obviously
actually kind of interested in the Y2K movie. I like the premise of it, but she just chews up the scenery. She cannot act. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's my main thing. She's a reprehensible human being outside of it, but she's just not engaging otherwise. If we're talking about in a movie.
The style of it and the marketing for it kind of reminded me of Bodies, which actually was a bit of dumb fun. But specifically because Rachel Zegler was in it, I didn't really care to see it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And judging by the response of the rest of the panel, that's how much we want to see it.
I mean, listen, you guys know me. You guys know Lady Medea. If there's a movie that's worth seeing, we're gonna go see it. Okay, this movie to me, like,
Now I'm the one being disruptful. Huh?
it flew under my radar. I just didn't give a shit. I seen previews for it. I just didn't care. What about you, Lady Medea?
Well, that's very interesting because I was gonna say, like, I'm at the movie theater, probably every week or every other week, and I literally saw the preview once for that movie. Once. That was the only time that I really heard about that movie. I had no clue it existed, and obviously when I saw her and kind of what it was all about, I literally just kind of, passed it on. I was like, no.
Yeah,
Move
this
on.
seems like a movie that they didn't market because they kind of already knew. Like that's what it feels like to me. I feel like that they knew that she was not going to be a draw and people weren't going to go see this. But like you said, if they started filming it before Snow White, it was already in the pipeline. It had to come out at some point. But I think it was just a sweep under the rug deal at this point.
Well, wouldn't something like this usually be like a straight to video type of movie? You know what I mean?
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
It's A24. They specialize in low budget movies to try to get the return on investment, get something that you want to watch, right?
Yeah,
Am I not mistaken?
But like with A24, they've had some good stuff that they've at least stuff that people watch. They know they've made kind of a name for themselves. So obviously there's some stuff that people enjoyed, but I mean,
well, A24 is kind of hit and miss. They actually have some creativity left in their bones, but they do make some crap. Like they're coming out with that Daniel Craig movie called Queer. So
Jesus Christ.
yeah.
The thing with A24 is that they saw the success of Blumhouse Productions and how they just put low budget movies into everything. Some they knew they were going to take a hit on, but then there were some very huge sleepers, including Whiplash for some reason, which won Best Picture of the Year in whatever year that was nominated.
It was 14.
2014.
I think.
Yeah, but they tried to adopt that model, but curating their content a little bit more towards the beginning. So you had stuff like, oh my goodness, I can't even remember it now. Midsummer and all that kind of stuff came out on A24. So they made their name as a reputable, like thoughtful thriller, thoughtful horror kind of name. But now they've gone full Blumhouse. They're just putting out whatever they want and whatever they can.
What about you, Danky? It seems like, according to your avatar, you have something to say about this.
Not really, but I will say that with the you're talking about the previous hits that they've had of like Whiplash and Midsummer. I feel like those did really well because of the memes that came out of them. I've never seen either of those movies, but I've seen a lot of memes from them. So I mean, that just goes to show you, like it is just word of mouth, right?
I don't. Yeah. Well, Whiplash is that one that has J.K. Simmons in it.
Yeah.
And Miles Teller, and it's about the jazz drummer and the jazz teacher.
Yeah.
And then Midsummer was A24. Blumhouse actually produced Whiplash. But that Midsummer came because it was the same director that did Hereditary, and that was a breakaway hit.
Well, one of the movies that A24 has coming up soon that looks at least interesting to me is Death of a Unicorn with Paul Rudd and Jenna Ortega. Like
I saw that trailer today.
I saw that trailer today, and I was like, you know what? There might be something there. It's kind of like campy, funny horror, but I'm looking through some of their films that they've done right now.
There's also a trailer that they dropped, I think, yesterday or the day before for a movie called Warfare. And that actually
I haven't seen that
really
one
cool.
yet.
It looks
looking at it on
really
their
cool.
site. It looks interesting.
Yeah.
Malty, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't A24 do the Pearl trilogy?
I think they did the Ty West trilogy. I think they were in all of those.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were. And I think that gave them a huge like ego boost. I don't know if the ego boost is the right way to describe it, but like you said, they're kind of just pumping stuff out now.
Mm-hmm.
Just because
Yeah,
they can.
which I mean is understandable, especially when you keep things at a low budget. It's not like they're blowing hundreds of millions of dollars to try to put something out that's campy. But also one last thing that I do want to say, and then if y'all have anything else to say, feel free. But one last thing that I do want to say is another reason why I think this didn't land is because not only the casting, but who it seemed to be aimed at. Y2K, the people it was aimed at weren't even born when Y2K craze happened.
Right.
See, I don't know if that's true. I think that we were the target audience, as in those of us who were like early teens whenever Y2K happened. But they have missed the mark with us so much on this because we're so in tune with the culture and things that are going on. People, generally in our age range, even if they don't follow things like we do, they know that Rachel Zegler is seen as a bitch. Everybody sees her that way, and they're missing us. But I think that it was us that was the target audience, the people who were in our teens whenever Y2K actually happened. But that's just the way I see it.
You think so since the target generation is our generation, you think maybe we're just so like soured and I don't know if disillusion is the right word, but like from like the media that's been coming out that we just see this with Rachel Zegler and we're just kind of like, it's going to be shit.
Well, it's a combination of Rachel Zegler and the fact that our generation is generally tired of Hollywood, their shenanigans, the shit that they try to shovel to us all the time. And we look to other places for our media. Occasionally we'll still see movies, but
they got to be good movies. Like
exactly
to pull it.
Well, it's also a combination of comedies are actually dead now because certain things are off limits.
Absolutely.
They're just not funny like they used to.
I mean,
they're not allowed to have midget wrestling versus fat guys in the United States, but they can do it in soccer in Brazil.
Watch any movie from 10, 15 years ago, and they used Melanie Mac words in it. Can't do that now.
Yeah. The concept of a Y2K movie just sounds so cool. It's just so disappointing that they essentially just missed the mark on it, and it would have been executed really well if they just maybe it's not even Rachel Zegler, maybe she's not even the issue, but like
you want to know who should have done it? Who's the guy who does all like the disaster movies like Independence Day and stuff?
Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, he should have done it.
What about Michael?
If it was a more serious movie, it might have been better. It seemed like kind of corny
Or
to me.
if you would have like had it more based in reality, because think about it. Well, like okay, so I was already graduated from high school when Y2K happened. Ugh.
I was 11.
Fuck me. But thank you for adding that. I'd keep it like the same length as your intros, please. When you're no. So it was like a crazy time. People were like, "Oh my goodness, things were going to get messed up." But yeah, like what the Norman Conquest was saying. I'm looking at this. I'm like, we didn't wear any of that shit in high school. It wasn't even close.
Yeah,
like, I don't even know what they were talking about.
I think it's a problem with having a younger generation come in and act as like it's not like that was in the distant past.
So I disagree with that. There's a movie that exists that disproves that from our generation, which is Dazed and Confused. It was about a bygone era, but it was fun to watch because the meat of the movie was there's a lot of relatable characters, a lot of really good personalities in that movie. And obviously there was nothing in that trailer. The premise was cool. I liked the premise, but nothing in there made me seem like it didn't grab me, so
yeah, no, that's kind of the point that I'm getting at, is like bringing in a younger generation, and God knows that Rachel Zegler probably has some say on set, at least as of now, because they were trying to groom her to be, something on the level of Tom Cruise is what it felt like, and it just flopped hard. There's no way they were ever going to get there. So having these younger people that have these mannerisms and the way that they speak that weren't there, they don't know how we were actually speaking at that time. It just seems fake, and it just seems stupid.
They should.
I saw it.
They should strap Zegler to the side of a fucking airplane so she could be a little bit more like Tom Cruise. I mean, so she could. That's what they need to do.
I want to just add before we go to the next topic. I agree with Malty here. I think that this movie was aimed for people in like junior high, maybe high school, who know who Rachel Zegler is, but it just failed to hit the mark because I don't think kids are going to movie theaters like they used to, at least when I was in middle school. Marvel was a big thing. Like when Iron Man movie came out, it was a big deal when I was in junior high. But nowadays, I don't see kids. I have younger cousins and stuff. They don't talk about these movies, and I just think it's a different era, like you guys are saying, with the streaming and all that. So the movie theater experience it's almost dead in my opinion.
It's that, but it's also that I think that the people that actually know what Y2K is are too old, but they're old enough to realize who Rachel Zegler is.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
There it is.
Yeah, that was kind of my point.
Yeah.
That makes sense what you said, because like, let's be honest, like when you're not even just movie wise, when you're driving around in your neighborhood, how many kids do you really see out there like outside hanging out? Like, but even if they're hanging out, it's not like because back in our day, like we go to the movie theaters because it wasn't just to go to the movies, to go hang out with your buddies. Maybe before we went in, we're hanging out. The movie was just kind of an excuse to go out and hang out, right? And then that's what we would do, and essentially would be outside all the time. But like, how many young people are doing that other than maybe to go shopping for things here and there and maybe a few other certain events and stuff? But like, let's be honest, they're not like us where we used to have groups, literally like gang fucking kids running around outside doing God knows what,
going to the
that
mall.
point, the mall. Look at the mall.
Exactly.
It's not a thing anymore.
Yeah. No.
I used to go to the mall with $5 in my pocket, and I would get like a pretzel and maybe.
I'd go there with no dollars, and we would just walk around and look at it, sit in like the massage chairs for 30 minutes, go to another store.
Yeah, and bro, almost all the malls or all the decent malls had movie theaters in them, so that was we can just peel off into here while y'all chill at the food court, or like vice versa. It was an all-in-one date experience for young kids.
It's like Disneyland, but just without the rides and like, you know what I mean. Without like you just it's not Disneyland, but
Yeah, like Disney Springs.
it's a thing to do. Yeah, it's a thing to do.
Disney Spring.
Yeah, dude. That's how it was back in the day. Go to the arcade.
Except you don't pick up the bartenders.
Okay,
Go
Mo,
to Auntie Anne's. Get a pretzel. Just,
Mhm.
and I'm not gonna say no more than that because if I just talk about
Yeah,
the
we had an
90s,
ATMs and ours.
the whole entire chat is going to tear me to pieces. So, up until the end of the year. So fuck you, Chad.
What are you playing?
The disrespect. Isaac, get it.
No refunds.
No refunds.
I got the highest score in Miss Pac-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Spencer's.
Oh,
Sammy,
Spencer's,
what do you
yeah.
know about Spencer's at Lakeside Mall? Okay, Lakeside Mall in its prime. What do you know about it? Because I know you're from around the area.
Bro, Spencer's went hard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer's is in every mall. It's like
Spencer's
get a
was
whoopee
the
cushion?
store that you were absolutely
Yeah.
going to go to in the mall.
Yep.
The other
Mhm.
ones were iffy, but it was always okay. We're definitely going to Spencer's. We're definitely going to Hot Topic.
And we're
Yeah.
going to KB Toys.
It was
Wow, that's
we
old
had a
school.
KB Toys.
Yeah, hell
Did
yeah.
that
dude.
turn
I
into
remember
FYE or is that something?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
it-
FY, I think
Did it?
no, I think because I think it was like not FY. No,
We had an
FY
FY.
was entertainment. It was like they sold
That's
CDs.
like yeah.
They still do. They're still around.
FYE shit. Everything
Yeah,
overpriced.
it's
Yeah.
for your entertainment. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
FYE.
terrible.
Are you talking about like Short? No, fuck.
FAO Schwartz.
FAO
Is that what you're thinking of?
That's what you're thinking about.
Orange
that was
Julius.
Toy
Yeah.
Julius, yep.
That was a toy store, right? Multi
EB Games.
boards.
FAO Schwartz. Yes, that's the toy store in Big, that Tom Hanks movie with Robert Loggia.
Yeah, the real nice toy
Yep,
store.
I went to
Yeah,
the
it
one in
was-
Chicago back in the mid '90s when it was at its peak. It was amazing. to
The
go
one
there.
in New York was in was it like a Home Alone or something like that, right?
Home Alone 2.
Oh
Home Alone 2, yeah.
Home Alone 2.
It's a 2-story retail location. Pretty crazy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
they're awesome.
Yeah, fuck, dude.
Suncoast was my jam though. That's where I get the special. I got special T2 special edition
Never
and
had
Alien
it.
special edition on VHS.
Oh, nice. That's
From-
awesome.
From Suncoast. It was
VHS,
that was
man.
the place to go if you were a cinephile, if you wanted posters, stand-ups, anything. They had all the best stuff. It was
Look at-
awesome.
Look at Bjorn with Sam Goody, dude. Fuck, Sam Goody. I haven't heard
Oh
that
shit!
dude.
Never
Holy
had
shit.
one.
I
Randy.
forgot about that.
We
Yeah.
don't have any of the good stuff here.
That dude's so good. That's a music store, right? Sam Goody's a music store.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah, there's a
Thank
lot
you,
like
Phantom
that.
X, for making yourself the oldest comment in the
I
entire.
remember Radio Shack.
Oh, dude, radio.
How about Blockbuster?
Dude, I
But
remember.
we still
Blockbuster
have.
was amazing.
No, not a Blockbuster. We didn't have one in the mall, but we still have a Best Buy in one of our malls.
Honestly, I
The other
think.
one got shut down.
Honestly,
Yes.
I have a conspiracy theory about Radio Shack. I think the reason why all the Radio Shacks shut down was because the government told them to shut down because people were fucking making bombs and stuff from all the stuff that you could buy out there. I'm
Yeah,
serious.
but then you got
But
people
how?
literally making a shotgun out of stuff you buy off of Amazon in Japan.
You can't shut down a Home Depot though. You know what I mean? It's a little bit.
You
different.
got to shut down QVC for what's it called? Fucking pressure cookers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Performance.
Can't run any marathons anymore. Damn it. Yes.
That's right, Isaac. Yeah, in Minecraft. Exactly, in Minecraft. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. That's in Minecraft. You're right, Isaac. Thank you, Isaac.
Yep. Our first computers from Radio Shack. I gotta age myself. We had a Tandy. So, anyways, all right. I'm tired of feeling old.
Yeah.
Aldi, please give me something happy.
Moving on.
Okay, you might need to find the Fountain of Youth. I just did a video on that. They're making another movie, but that's the only way you're not going to feel old, man, because here's something else I'm going to bring up that's probably going to hit us all with a lot of nostalgia, but for the right reasons while we get angry. What color is Spider-Man?
Red and blue and white.
White.
Really? I think he's
White.
just a white dude. I think he's just a white
Oh,
dude.
I thought you meant like the actual superhero.
I didn't say the costume.
Costume.
He said what color is Spider-Man? He's white.
Yeah. What race is Spider-Man? So I actually haven't watched the first two Spider-Verse movies specifically because I'm pissed at it because I love Spider-Man so much that I don't want to see this aberrant version of it. But for the third one, they have announced that they have co-directors.
Peter
what do you guys
Parker
think?
is Spider-Man.
Yeah, for real.
And so because I have a because I have a kid, we watched the first one. It's really good because they paint Spider-Man in the best light ever. Like everything Miles Morales knows, he learns from Peter Parker. Peter Parker he's down on his luck, but he's portrayed well. Miles Morales is a very flawed character until the very end, and Peter Parker shows that he's still a good person. And it was an amazing film. It was done really well. It was before they got into all the bull crap, which is what the second one got into with the pregnant freaking Spider-Man that rode a motorcycle, So, but the first one was good. I would highly recommend it.
Here's where I come from, just on the point before we actually get really into any of this. I don't give a shit about Miles Morales or any of the other Spider-Mans. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Nothing else exists in my eyes. I don't care if they wrote comics about it. I don't want anything to do with it. And that's where I lay with it.
Sounds good to me. We're on the same page. So, for the people who have seen it, the co-directors now for the third one, they have basically taken turns directing 1 and 2. They just kind of switched out. One was production design while the other one directed, and then they kind of swapped with creative consultant, and the other one directed on the second one. So now they're co-directing together. So it will be pretty much exactly the same vibe and flow as the other one. So if you are a fan, you will not be disappointed. And if you don't give a crap, you probably still won't give a crap. But one thing that I was just looking through, and actually might, if I can divorce myself from the thought that they're bastardizing a Spider-Man tale with Miles Morales, looking at Bob Persichetti's his credits, like how long he's been in Hollywood, what he's been a part of, Treasure Planet, absolutely goated, Emperor's New Groove, goated, Tarzan, goated, Monsters vs. Aliens, and Shrek 2, arguably the best Shrek. Puss in Boots was good too.
Yeah.
I just don't like the animation style and Miles himself. So
Dude, I will never forgive what that movie did on like every movie and game now looks like those movies, and I hate it so bad. I hate it.
Is that the oh god, what's
it's like the weird cell shading.
Like they have like halftones and stuff. It's like it's a 3D animation, but with like 2D assets on top of it baked in.
I don't mind that for games like Zelda games and stuff.
Like animated? Is that what you're talking about?
Well, they're trying to do like a moving comic and animation and find it right in the middle.
It works sometimes. It works like when you get the splash pages of like bow pow when they're fighting. It's like that's cool. There's parts that work, but everyone's trying to emulate that now.
What do you think? Okay, just throwing this out in the air because you're an artist, Danky, and so are you, Mo. What would you think if it was a live action retelling, but whenever they put on the suit, it becomes that type of animation style? Ooh. Or whenever they're getting a fight, or when they, something like that. Whenever there's an altercation, then it becomes like moving comic book panels.
That's kind of cool. Actually,
that seems like a way to skirt around choreography.
It might not be bad. So there was one movie that did that really well, and it was a one-off.
Sin City.
Sin City, yeah.
Sin City kind of did that.
Yeah, I was going to say.
This guy over here has an avatar that somebody might have drawn. Anyways, or made. Anyways, I draw. I do things. See, I got a tablet. Anyways, the Cool World. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie.
Brad Pitt.
That was a crazy movie, but they did a great job of mixing that. Who Framed Roger Rabbit was a great mixture of that.
Yes.
If you're gonna stay in real life, stay in real life. If you're gonna stay in animation, stay in animation. But pick a style, because like Danky said, that was lightning in a bottle. I actually kind of liked the first Into the Spider-Verse. It was good. I thought it was good. I was able to look past whatever qualms other people might have had with it, but it is jarring. But that was kind of the point. It worked with it. Yeah, Cool World is wild. Yeah, especially how you become a real person from being a cartoon. Wink, wink.
Well,
So Kim Basinger, hello. But it was a great movie. But those are very small one-offs. You don't want to cross the streams like that unless you absolutely know what you're doing and you have a Robert Zemeckis, or I don't remember who did Cool World, but you have to have a competent director and somebody who has a fully fledged vision to be able to pull that off. So,
Zemeckis did Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I can't remember.
Yes.
No, that was Rob. Hold on, I'd have to look at that again.
They need to bring
was-
back that
It was a
animation
Zemeckis.
style from Scanner Darkly. I don't know if you guys ever seen that movie.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
rotoscoping. That's where you
Mhm.
draw over it.
Yeah.
That's literally
Yeah.
they draw over every frame.
Yeah.
There's nothing special. I mean,
but something about that style. It just like it's with that movie. Maybe it won't work for any other movies, but with that movie, it just something about it. Just
Yeah, Zemeckis did Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
mhm.
Yeah, that rotoscoping art tracing technique that worked really good for that movie because that was a Richard Linklater movie, and I can't remember everyone that was in it besides Robert Downey Jr. But
Keanu, Alex Jones was in it. There's and then there's a lot of heavy hitters in that movie.
yeah, there were a ton of people in that movie, but the way that it was shot, almost like Matchstick Men and things that came out around that time, where it was like these sly, slick talking capers. I think it worked really well for that story, but I don't think it would catch on.
No, oh man, I mean, something about it just tingles my cockles.
What?
What
He said cockles. There was an LES at the end. Yes.
No, like who says that?
Older men. That's what we say. We say cockles. I use it all the time. What are you talking about? Warms my cockles.
Warms the cockles.
Warms the cockles.
Warms the cockles.
It says
So
a person that can't get his video or mic to work. Who's the boomer now?
That's right. Come on, man.
I have nothing to say.
Get to my level.
Because we can't hear you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, no. I think if you do like, I thought the first one was good. I really recommend people take time and watch it. And I understand if you don't like it, it's cool, especially from an artistic standpoint. I liked it. I liked the way they did the characters. I liked the way that the movie progressed. They didn't throw shade at Peter Parker. As a matter of fact, they built him up as a good fatherly figure.
Can I interrupt you?
Yeah.
But you had the pinnacle Peter Parker at the beginning, and they kill him off.
True.
And then you get replaced with a shitty version who had his whole life fall apart. That's what made me get annoyed by it.
I see it, but Peter B. Parker was cool. It was played by Chris Pine. The voice really worked. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry. I was just asking if it was like, is it the Tobey Maguire Peter Parker, or was it a different
It's
one?
kind of hinted that it could be a similar timeline. It's not exactly though. Like
It's like
there's
younger,
flashbacks to
day,
scenes from his movies. Like you get the MJ upside down kiss in a scene. You get the train being held.
So member berries is what.
But it was different.
Question real quick.
It was different.
It's
Peter Parker.
animated though, yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay, I got to ask a question though. How long is that version of Peter Parker Spider-Man in the show?
The movie, you mean?
Yeah,
10 minutes at most.
At most, yeah.
So you get all of these little Easter eggs in
You get
10
like one
minutes and then
fight
they kill
scene.
him?
You get one fight scene from like a spectator, like a third person, like watching it happening, basically. And he's like doing his shit. He's like peak Spider-Man, and then he dies, and he gets replaced by like the shitty B version of him. His name is literally Peter B. Parker. Like it's
No. The guy that dies is Peter B. Parker.
Oh.
Peter Parker is from the main universe.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Peter B. Parker is Chris Pine's character at the beginning.
Okay, is
Because
that the?
He's got
OG?
blonde hair and blue eyes. He's different, so that's why he's from He's from Miles Morales' universe. He's an alternate universe.
At least they know that Miles Morales isn't in the same universe.
Because they show the Coca-Cola sign that they kind of like show you in a very kind of creative way. Like they're, the regular Peter Parker, the loser Peter Parker is in the main universe. It says Coca-Cola. Then they go to Miles Morales, where Peter B. Parker exists, and it's like a different universe where it's not NYPD, it's the PDNY. Like everything's kind of
okay. You have it mixed up. Peter Parker. Now I just looked it up. Peter Parker is the OG, like the one with the blonde hair, blue eyes, non-broken nose. That's Miles's Peter Parker, and he dies in Miles' universe. Yeah,
that's what I meant.
You were saying the opposite. Peter B.
If I did,
Parker
I apologize.
Is the one from the outside universe who is fucked up.
They both sound like trash.
That sounds
Just,
terrible.
I would say, okay, I'm not. All I'm saying is, I think it's worth a watch. You won't hate your life for losing 2 hours. I don't think it's that bad.
Us talking about it
worth
sounds
watching.
weird, but it works for its like if you watch it.
I think it works.
Yes, it does.
But it's divisive. It is a little divisive, not as much as the second one, but the first one I thought was good. I thought it was creative. I enjoyed it. So
I personally will pass.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. I have no interest in watching that.
Yeah,
ever.
considering I never got around to watching the second one, and there's like a third one now, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't have any interest to see the other ones. To bring it back full circle, I don't care because the first one was good. The second one was preachy, and I'm sure the third one's gonna be shite. So
like it's got good directors, but we see the direction that writing is going these days, and
there it is.
I can't imagine that there's anything worth spending any of my time on.
Yeah. I mean, so the guys that directed and have been in Hollywood, or they've been doing really good films for a long time. They're not in charge of writing. So
exactly.
That is a good point to bring up. Like, okay, now who are the writers? Announce that. Let's vet those people.
Like you can have some guys who can frame a shot and set up a shot really well, but if the writing is absolute shite, like you're gonna get nowhere with your story. And frankly, I don't think that they're gonna be doing anything that's gonna draw me into the universe.
Well, according to everything, y'all's conversation just now while I'm listening to it, according to that, the story actually isn't very good. That's the most divisive part. Everyone always talks about the visuals and the scenes and everything like that, like it was visually arresting. But when you're actually talking about the storylines and things that they throw in there, that's where everyone seems to have the biggest problems.
And I can understand that, but like as watching it as a father, I kind of attached myself to that Peter Parker. Because it's just like
the one that dies in 10 minutes.
No, not the one that dies in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Even though I probably would get my ass whooped. But no, but I'm just saying, like, it just depends. It really depends on how you're approaching it and how you look at it. Like, it wasn't woke because that wasn't a thing yet. It was in development well before that crap even happened. It just wasn't. It was just, now, if you didn't like the art style and you didn't like the story, totally understand. I think it's divisive to have Miles Morales in anything, but I thought for what they had, they did it well. But that, I don't want to keep rehashing, but I thought it was worth a watch at least. So
I'd be more okay with a standalone Miles Morales movie that doesn't have a Peter Parker in it at all. Kind of like how Tom Holland is the Spider-Man of that universe. They could just have Miles Morales be Spider-Man in that universe.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd be more okay with that than
Miles does not
putting
exist.
Spider-Man in the movie, killing him off, and then bringing in another Peter Parker that's like a broken version of the Peter Parker that we love. I can't watch that shit.
But it's not like it doesn't. He's like a loser at the end. He's a complete winner. So he's.
I think he was trying to talk.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is he though? Because I didn't watch the second movie, but all I kept hearing was he was carrying a baby around the whole time.
Yeah,
and
that
it
was
like
weird.
kind of ridiculous. So like,
In a
does he
bathrobe.
actually redeem himself? I don't know. I didn't see the second movie, but it doesn't sound like he did.
Oh, I just meant the first one. Second one, yeah, I didn't. Pregnant Spider-Man. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I'll agree with you.
No, Spider-Woman
They
that
end
was
the
pregnant,
first
that
one
man.
pretty good.
It was Jessica Drew. It was Jessica Drew who was pregnant.
Was that
Is
the
that in
one
the
with
second
the
one?
girl that had like that was like a paraplegic and in a wheelchair and like swung around the city in a wheelchair?
That was a comic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This
Sorry,
girl
go
had a
ahead.
motorcycle and she was pregnant riding around.
Great.
Which is hilarious if you've been around pregnant women. They can't even ride a damn bike, let alone a motorcycle.
I was gonna say, I ride motorcycles. Pregnant women, please do not.
Yeah,
Just do not.
I agree with Hayden. I'm a writer too, and let's
No.
yeah, baby safe, please.
Yeah, her special move was getting everyone the friar tuck, just belly bumping them out of the way. What doesn't kill this baby makes it stronger.
Bam, 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 bam.
It's gonna be a strong spider baby.
Putting it through the paces. All right. Anyway, we'll move on to the next topic before ABF hits us upside the head with Secret Memer. And just to stay on this little pop culture thing that we've got going on, we're going to go straight into a little discussion topic about Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and how right here on opening weekend, it's paced to outrun Mufasa at the domestic box office. However, we do know, at least from Lion King and a lot of the Disney quote unquote live action remakes, they do hella good numbers overseas, whereas Sonic hasn't.
That's interesting.
Well, the only thing that I can really say about this is that I have not seen any of the Sonic movies. However, Thursday, tomorrow, I will be watching Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 so that I can go see Sonic 3 before kids' winter break starts and the theater is filled with children. That is
watch party.
Like I said, I'm going to watch. Well, okay, so I've got to watch the 1 and 2 with my girlfriend as well because she has not seen them either.
So that's what I'm saying. We could host a watch party in the Discord.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean,
and she can watch it with us. Like, we don't care.
If we want to do that tomorrow,
We already did a watch party of 1 and 2, but there's still people that haven't seen it.
Oh crap!
Yep.
No, she's got to work tomorrow night.
I haven't seen it. Let's do it.
They're really good popcorn movies, man. They're old school cinema. They're just a fun.
Well, I think it's
I mean,
important
really
to bring up that this harkens back to 2020, 2019-ish. This was the movie that they had the stupid looking Sonic that the audience bullied the studio into fixing Sonic, and they fostered this like great relationship with the audience because they did that. Yep. And they're staying true to the character from what I understand. Again, I haven't seen them yet, but I'm excited to watch these movies because whenever I was growing up, I was a huge fan of Sonic. My first 2 consoles were actually an NES where I played Super Mario Brothers, and right next to that, plugged in, was a Genesis that I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog on.
Hell yeah!
I don't know if you guys have ever played what is it, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine?
No.
Basically, it's a game where like the balls fall down, you have to connect them, and then they pop. But there's a nice reference to that in the second movie with the coffee shop named the Mean Bean.
Oh yeah, I saw that. There's a lot of there's a lot of Easter eggs.
Isn't Keanu in the third one, or is
he plays Shadow?
Yep.
Yeah.
The
That's
voice
my favorite hedgehog, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
You should play that Shadow Generations game. It's actually really good.
I was actually watching you play that earlier today,
nice.
and it looks like a fun game.
Yeah, it's a sick game.
The thing about the Sonic games is that they were easy to pick up, they were enjoyable, replayable, and they had good characters that kids wanted to like attach themselves to. They had same thing with Mario. Everyone knows what Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Bowser, and everyone knows those iconic characters just like everyone knows Sonic. So all you have to do is nail the story, make it fun and accessible for everyone, and it will do well, and it has. So one of the things that they're actually saying, since the Lion King prequel is actually going to be going overseas at the same time of its release. However, Sonic isn't going to open in theaters internationally until Christmas Day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so
somewhere in here. But so what they do say is December releases aren't known to deliver like really big debuts because a lot of it is, well, it's all based on timing, really. But if the word of mouth is favorable, which I can only see it being favorable unless they throw some wild crap in there, the staying power, because after the new year, movies don't come out for a good 2 months.
I'll say this. If they had figured out 15 years ago that in Japan, you could actually have a really big day with movie releases on Christmas Day, because in Japan, Christmas is a couple's holiday. It's not like they don't celebrate the like Christian Christmas or the Christmas that we do in the West. It's a couple's day. It's kind of like our Valentine's Day is. 15 years ago, if they'd have figured out that putting movies out and getting the idea of like, you know, movie date nights being a thing, they could have done awesome numbers, because I believe in Japan, they still close everything down like we do for Christmas, but it's a couple's holiday and not like a family or religious holiday. So I think they could have found something there at one point, but it seems like they never really did. And yeah, the December release is going to suffer for those parts of the world.
I think also, so going back to that last little thing that article pulled up about how the staying power, if it's good and the word of mouth, I don't think either of them are going to do like astronomically on open weekend. But I feel like Sonic will stay around for a lot longer and have way less of a drop off and just keep on building and building and building, kind of like he does, so he can go through the rings. But
yeah, I think it will domestically for sure.
Yeah. And I think Mufasa is going to be like, okay, you saw it or you didn't, and no one's going to go rewatch that pile of shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I could see that. And the international audiences will watch anything because they're too busy trying to dig wells for water. And they're like, oh, I'll watch a movie with creepy lions in it. It's just like,
if you're not America, you're a third world country. Damn it!
Where's my water? You don't just turn on a faucet. What's your problem? So yeah, so we have a higher standard. We pay attention to movies more. That's what I say. Yeah, I've heard this that Sonic 3 is going to do better domestically, but Mufasa is going to do better internationally. Explain that one to me, but I guess.
Because historically, Sonic 1 and 2 did way better domestically than they didn't have a huge international take. Whereas The Lion King 2019 had a gigantic take from the international box office, and most of the Disney quote unquote live action ones do really well overseas. So they're expecting kind of the same thing to be kind of even on domestic ground, at least starting out. They still think Sonic is going to edge it a little bit, but they're going to be about even domestically, but internationally, Mufasa is going to overtake it in the end. That is the presumption that everyone's making.
So I think that with Sonic 3 coming out, I actually believe that we're going to see a bigger audience watch Sonic 3 because I am a part of that group of people. I have never watched Sonic 1 and 2. I am going to watch them so that on opening weekend, I can go watch Sonic 3. They have done something, and I'm not sure what it is in my psyche, in my mind, that has me like, okay, I've got to watch the first two. That way I can watch the third.
I know one thing it might be, and I wish I had this pulled up. But you remember the Ugly Sonic, that first trailer before the first movie came out, and they listened to the fans and then changed the design so it looked way more like the game.
Yeah,
those people recently came out. Yeah, that monster. Those same guys
flopped if Sonic just looked like that.
Oh my
it
God,
definitely would have. And these same guys who have been in control of the entire trilogy so far, they're still going to be there for 3. They came in and said, thank you to the fans. It's like, we're so glad we listened. We want to do this. They're giving like perks and shout outs to like the fans and everything like that. So they're not pulling the Rachel Zegler thing and talking down to everybody.
Right.
No, they've been really good to their fans. Even on the Sonic official Twitter, like they had a thing couple weeks ago where it was like you tag us or you ask us a question and then they use like AI Sonic and Shadow voices to answer the questions right on Twitter. Like that was brilliant marketing. And then all the trailer posters that they put out recently, the Christmas posters,
the posters have been so good.
I mean, you guys really think that Sonic will do? I mean, okay, well, let me ask you this. So maybe you think Mufasa might, if Sonic does really well, you think maybe it'd be neck and neck with Mufasa? I just say that with the Mufasa thing just because it is it's the Lion King movie, correct? Right, just so
it is. It's like a prequel. It's whenever Mufasa is a cub.
Right.
It's a non-canon prequel. Right. It's just another side story.
But I mean, canon or non-canon, I feel like just the fact that it is part of the Lion King genre, I feel like maybe it might do better, but at least if let's say Sonic does good, I feel like they would be a pretty good close competitor.
The Lion King cinematic universe.
I would disagree with you.
Because it's a class. I mean, because people are going to be like, okay, Mufasa getting connected with the Lion King.
I mean, they're both kind of classic.
Earl Jones is dead.
Well, either way, but like I'm sure there's a lot of people, and there's a lot of people that love Lion King. It's like up there with, I would say, like Star Wars or like with like
whoa
classic. Okay. Well, maybe not that far, but as far as like classic.
Disney the animation, not the live action stuff. That's where there's a defining line of what is the difference between it being Lion King and it being Lion King Disney modern day live action. because like
okay, I mean, I see where you're coming from, but still, I mean, like people, I feel like especially prequels, right? I think there's a lot of people that are going to be interested in that.
I
And
think that
I'm
a
not
lot of the
sure.
Lion King fans and people who love the Lion King
Uh-huh.
will probably know that this is not actually canon to the actual Lion King story.
Okay.
And they might just skip this because a lot of people are falling off on a lot of the live action stuff anyway. They're getting less and less people going to watch them the more that they come out. And that being said, I don't even know why we're calling Mufasa a live action version of The Lion King because it is all CG.
Right.
Well, it's just like we got Hayden live with us, even though.
No, can I add to my 2 cents about this real quick?
Yes.
So Mo and Lady Medea, I want to ask you guys something. You both have children. It's not cheap to go to the movies these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you get lucky. They had a $5 ticket deal for Sonic 3, so I get to take the family for $15. But yes, it's not cheap, especially with the popcorn and everything. Like a family of 3, it's like you're talking about $70 just to get like nothing. And
That's what I mean.
So, yeah.
So you're not gonna go see Sonic 3 and Mufasa, and I feel like that's the case for most families across America. They're gonna. Now, I'm not saying they have to pick one, but I'm just saying when you come out with 2 movies like this so close, not everyone is gonna go see both movies. So the audience that this is catered to, I agree with what Malty said and Hayden. My mom and dad, I know damn well they're not going to go see this, and they love The Lion King, like the original. Same thing with my grandmother. No one's talking about Mufasa, at least that I've heard. I just think the live action thing is dying.
Well,
I made my
was
family
so bad.
watch The Lion King over and over and over again whenever I was a kid. So now they love it. They had no choice because that was all I was going to watch.
So we're overthinking like why people are going to see Disney movies. It's because people around my age, people in their 40s, they have their kids. Disney. They could put out woke stuff for the next 20 years and they're still going to take their kids to it.
Thank you.
I work with people that
you.
take their kids to the movies. And to go to, I say, I'm going to Orlando in a few months. Are you going to Disney World?
Exactly.
No, I'm not going to Disney World. No, so I'm not taking my kid to that shit dump. I'm going to take them to Universal Studios because it's way more fun. That's why I would go back in the day, anyways. But it's just like they don't care. They're not plugged into the zeitgeist. We watch all of these shows that we love to watch. We talk behind the scenes. We talk about topics. But the regular people are just unplugged, or they're still plugged in, depending how you looked at it, and they don't care. They just want to take their, even if it like mildly.
They want to go. They want to have their kids experience what they used to experience back in the day. They want them to show them the same thing. And Mufasa, Lion King, and let's go watch it. And
what they want is that their kid to shut up for 2 hours. That's what they want. They
Okay,
want a
well,
babysitter.
We got that back too. Yeah.
Speaking on this point, it's actually something that Hoodie brought up though. How much marketing have we seen for Mufasa? We've seen a shit ton of great marketing for Sonic, but not Mufasa. We saw like a couple of teasers, a couple of posters, and that's basically it.
Now,
I think
you think that's from like a bit of an arrogance from Disney thinking, oh well, since we're Disney, people should already, like we'll put out little teasers here and there, but we don't need to really market it because we're Disney and people come to us. You think it's something like that, or what do you?
I don't think so. I think they blew a lot of money on other things, and they're just trying to ride out this last quarter.
Okay.
Agreed.
In my full opinion, especially having to pay out with that $15 million lawsuit that they have to pay because they own ABC with George Stephanopoulos to Trump. There's like a lot of L's that they have taken right here at the end of the year, at the end of the quarter. So I think what they're trying to do is like hopefully name recognition last, but like we don't have any more stuff before the next board meeting to like dump into it.
And to get into the finance, because I actually know a little bit about this, their fiscal year ends in a few months. It's not year end. They're not for the January 1st isn't the end of their year.
I know that. I'm talking about cycles.
But that's why Mufasa's in here. I think they know they have a stinker and they're just trying to get it in write-off territory. So that's my point too. I know it's not like a fiscal year as in every 3 months.
4 months. 4 months. Isn't it 4 months?
Well, like 4 quarters. I know it's not that.
I know what you mean.
No. Yeah. No, this is definitely, they know they got a stinker because they'll advertise the shit out of anything. But I think they're just like, we'll just let this one go. We'll get our international. We might get close to recouping some money, but I just don't think they care.
They didn't get the hype that they wanted from the initial trailer release. They got a bunch of people very disappointed. And those are people in a lot of spaces who did like the Lion King remake. Those people were also disappointed with the Mufasa stuff. So I think you're right. I think they know that this isn't going to be what they wanted it to be, and they're just going to slide it in under the radar and be like, yeah, well, we released it.
Do you think that this will make more or less than the 2019 Lion King?
Less.
Way less.
100%
Way less.
The 2019 was the storyline. Was it
It
pretty
was shot for shot the Lion King.
Yeah, it was the Lion King. It was Simba's
Less
story.
emotion.
Okay.
That was the one that was with the CGI, the realistic
Mhm.
looking animation, all that, right?
And that's what this is
Quote,
going to be
unquote.
too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's the same art style.
Okay. Just wondering.
Tom, to go back to your little thing real quick, and while ABF, you make sure you have the next thing ready.
I've got it ready.
Okay. Just go back to this real quick. I don't know how much it shows they're listening. I think one person is listening.
I don't think there's anybody fucking listening. I think that they are trying to hide what they're doing, and that's the only thing that they're thinking. But that's just my general thought process on this whole culture war thing.
I mean, I did a video on it yesterday. I think it was yesterday. May have been 2 days ago. I did a video on that thing that he's talking about. And apparently the person who delivered the information, that like how you have to cut this whole storyline, wasn't the normal person that would like deliver that news. So there might be a couple of change up. Maybe that person is a little bit more like, nah, screw you, we ain't doing this. We're trying to succeed over here.
Yeah.
But it is also possible that they're starting to listen. I just don't see it yet. Not while Bob Iger, Kathleen Kennedy, and a whole lot of other people are still working there.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Does,
Okay, so
Danky
thank
have
you.
any thoughts
Yes.
on this?
Yes, please, Lord.
I have a question about the Lilo and Stitch. Is that's also in the same like he's live action, quote unquote, right? Stitch.
Yeah. So the human actors will be live action.
Okay,
Lilo, Lilo, not Stitch, and the aliens and everything like that. Those are all going to be.
It'll be like Sonic.
CGI. It's gonna be like Scooby Doo.
On the Mufasa stuff, I'm just hoping at the end we get a post-credit scene with like a black lion with an eye patch, and he comes out of the brush and is like, "I'm putting together a team."
He's got the scar.
Yeah.
He has the hyenas. He's like, "Where is Scar at? What? I don't never heard of what." You know, like, just go full Samuel L. Jackson. I'd watch the hell out of Mufasa if it was voiced by him.
Do they speak English and what?
APF, whenever you are ready, sir.
All right, go ahead and roll the video.
Yeah.
All righty. Mo, tonight we have 4. That's enough to put in a YouTube poll, right?
That is correct.
That is correct. All right, let's see here. I'm going to share window since we don't have any audio to share tonight. Here is number 1.
I love it. I love this.
Bo looks a little bit shorter than usual.
Does
Or maybe that's his actual height.
5'9".
Next to
you
Ray,
really
maybe a little
5'9"?
bit, yeah.
To be fair, Jay is a giant of a man.
Jay is my dad's height. He's 6'4". Like, that's tall. I still look up to him.
All right. What do you want to call this one? Mo short?
Obi-Wan 3PO.
All right. Number 2. This one.
Oh my God.
This one's cursed.
What the?
What in the world?
So this spells out the GCA. Gayest Concord Advocator.
Advocates.
Advocates, thank you.
With a Christian cross for some reason.
Yeah.
I love the walker.
Nagradal's been
He looks
taking
good,
some estrogen.
We have to cancel Mo because he's in blackface.
Mo doesn't have a neck.
Doesn't that make me a black lesbian?
I believe it does.
I mean, you're a strong, powerful woman.
No thanks. No such thing.
And Yolpovs was the dude that betrayed everybody in that show, right?
No, the white guy betrayed everybody.
Oh,
He's not
yeah,
even
I
in
guess
this
you're right.
picture.
Yeah. And then I don't even know whatever the hell I am.
I look like Eric D. Zamboni. That's what I look like.
Why do you look next?
Those are a little Mexican.
I guess this was Gay as Concord.
I called it Cockord.
The true GCA, I guess.
It's Cockord.
We have this one. It's a basket of figs.
I can guess who this is.
And this person forgot a few, and I was like, "That's a great meme," because I wasn't in it. And then they said, "Oh, here's the updated version," and put me in it. Thanks for that. Thanks for that.
I like that. Okay, basket of figs. I can't imagine anything better.
Oh, they put Jess in the corner too.
Oh man, catching strays.
All right, and then this one is titled "The Jizzler.jpg."
Oh God.
Oh.
That's unsettling.
Oh god.
It kind of just turns into J.
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
Right, it almost is.
Hmm.
One of us. Is it?
I've never wanted to turn my monitor off during a stream, but I'm thinking about it. Okay, the Jizzler. There you go. So turn it off, please. For the love of everything. It's staring into my soul.
Hang on, let me check something real quick. Okay, so I just wanted to make sure there's that again, and also I wanted to show just an honorable mention. Not going to be in the thing, but I've contracted some work, and it's turning out quite well so far.
The Heretic Prophet APF.
Yeah, that'll be done soon.
Ugh.
Yikes.
I freaking love this community. Like,
absolutely.
I giggle so hard whenever we come to Secret Memer.
Hey, tough Jizzler. You trying to turn it out? You trying to get one in, my boy?
Did you get the pull out yet?
Let's do it. Yes. I was just
Get
waiting
that
for any
poll
last minute ones. There we go. The poll is out.
That was all of them, all four of them.
Yep. It's up. 60 seconds.
We
fools.
do be ready. All right, I voted this time. I normally abstain, but I voted this time.
Mo's face looks concerned.
Wow, it's
He's
all over
watching.
the place, man. It's a dead heat across the board.
Mhm.
This is gonna be 18, 19. We got 31 watching. There's 11 people that need to put in their votes.
Vote.
Get your votes in. Get your votes in. Like it is close.
It is very close.
All right, let me go to my stock accounts.
Let me just cycle through them.
Ooh.
Magda, are you going to ask you something?
Close. Stop it.
I
that, Magda?
hate this.
What does cover your face with?
I concur. All right. Okay. In 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8,
4,
7,
5,
5, 4, 3,
3.
2, 1. There you go. Asshole. All right. So the winner is Obi-Wan 3PO.
Obi-Wan 3PO.
The Obi-Wan 3PO?
Oh, dude, you missed it. You could have called it Mobi-Wan 3PO.
Mobi.
but-
Ooh, that would have been
There you
good.
go.
That was actually Phantom.
Yeah.
Hell
Hey,
yeah! Congratulations, Phantom.
Congrats,
Yes.
Phantom.
Phantom, you retain your title of the gayest of the gay.
And I'm sure everyone already guessed that because Phantom uses that little cutout of Jay's face exactly like that on every meme.
He spent
He
5
got
seconds in
one good
Microsoft
one.
Paint. Why spend 5 seconds more? Yeah. Done and done. Throw it
He
out.
has like a
There it
folder of assets and it's literally just one picture of Jay.
Yes, but unlike our folder of assets, Danky, it's like a megabyte worth of.
It's one byte.
It is a pretty funny picture when
It could fit.
Jay's
It's on a
hanging his tongue out.
diskette. Yes. So.
Yeah, I wonder where he found that. That's hilarious.
So who did the cock cord one? I need to know who it is so I can fart
one
in the
was good,
general
yeah.
direction.
That would be Risk It for a Biscuit.
Brisket, man, your game is really stepping up.
Yeah, you were very close. I
If
think you
you're
were like
still
2
here.
votes off.
Can you guess who the basket of figs was?
That had to be Sophie.
Sophie.
It was Sophie.
It was sweet.
Of course it was.
I want to know where you got Hoodie's face in that. Can we show that again? Hoodie looks like he's enjoying being in that basket more than anybody
Or
else.
honorable
dude.
mention, real
Like I'm
quick.
annoyed?
So, who was it that did the Chisler?
Right there.
Sophie votes this time.
I'm ready to be taken out the basket.
Mhm. You know what's funny? The way that
He's
the
looking-
fig is shaped, it looks like you have a mohawk.
Out of the basket into
He's like an ascending fig.
That's
Play some Halo music.
Elron Hoodie, he's ready to ascend.
hoodie.
Yeah, Risk is like, dude, I'm doing you a favor by not using your real face.
yeah, should. Who was 4?
4, that was Nerd Slap.
Nerd slap.
Oh, dude, what is that originally?
he's-
That just is like.
He really knows.
It's the Rizzler.
Yeah, it's the Rizzler.
This is, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, the Costco.
No,
No.
close though.
That's the Boom family.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
the Rizzler is a guy who adopted that name by I don't know if it was the community or what, but yeah, he makes videos that are basically just as cringe as the "We bring the boom." Yeah, those people. That's who you were thinking of.
People think Southerners are the stupidest sounding people. It's the Northeast, 100%. People from New Jersey are the dumbest sounding people on the earth. We got the boom! Hey! It's like the people that don't know how to open a can of beer. Like they got to look at it and try to figure it out. That's what I just assume that accent is attached to. Sorry to anybody that has that accent.
Mo, how about Boston? Hey, you wicked smart.
Hey, that's just a whole area.
Look at this fucking guy.
Isaac knows. Isaac is
Boston's
way to
fine
double.
if you're
He's just
listening to a
outside there.
certain fox woman, but
And then, all right, that video I was talking about earlier. Let me try and get that going. Okay, I got it. I had to get it off of WhatsApp because Discord wouldn't allow large enough file sizes. This is what we were talking about.
It sent something to I forgot to give it to Chris. You sent something to the PO box, so I will get that to her. I'd taken some other stuff to her, and I didn't.
Well, I
notice
said
that.
all. I
did
said all
let her
good.
know, like,
I
hey,
said thanks.
Package. I'll be
Yeah, I said
sending
thanks.
that out to her. So
Caught me. 4K.
Yes.
You should have entered that one. Wasn't much of a meme though.
That's what I said. And that's how we got the basket of figs. That's where we're at now. So
It was an upgrade. Love you, Sophie.
Point and shame.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
I'll take it.
It is decided.
All right.
Facts are not me.
That was all right.
I don't know about that
He
weasel.
just
I mean,
threw something up
sometimes.
in the private chat. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh,
Yep.
late entry.
No, that's just the Rizzler.
Oh, yeah.
You want me to share it?
No.
Oh,
I think
Go
it's probably
ahead.
worth sharing just for context.
yeah.
This is when he becomes Black Panther.
On the box, the packaging, it said that it fits you until you're 7, and I'm 7. So it fits until you're like 9.
You know what you got to do for your first task as Black Panther? You have to go up there.
No, mommy said it's not safe.
Black Panther doesn't have a mommy.
Oh, come on, my
He's a
grandma
man
has
of
one
his
of those
own.
around.
He lives alone.
Just because I'm Black Panther doesn't mean that I go up a ladder.
Why not? You're supposed to save the day. Save the day. The vigilante is out again on the loose. Are you talking to Tony Stark on there?
I need to go save crime.
You're gonna save crime. You can't even go up a ladder.
People call me Black Panther.
Ow!
He is brave. He fights in the light. He fights in the night. That person's name.
That kid's going places. He's going.
What did I just watch?
That was hilarious.
Yeah,
Honestly.
he's going places. That kid's going.
Yeah.
I love how that dad's just shit talking him the whole time.
Yeah, he's like, get it, go up a ladder, you little shit.
It's not even a ladder. Literally, my grandma had one of those in her house. Those are sturdy as hell. There's no way it's like dangerous.
Dude,
I've got one from my house.
You were fucking people from Jersey too. No, you gotta get up the fucking ladder. Huh?
Hey. That's like a legit pull down staircase.
Black Panther got no mother. Oh, yeah.
My brain hurts.
Yeah, shocker. Just in the chat, that's a real father. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't wrong.
Man, all I do is talk shit to kids. Adults.
Hey, Hayden, are your kids like, fuck you, I need to listen to a ginger ass motherfucker like you?
No, they ain't allowed to say words like that. I am.
Yes. You earn it when you pay the bills.
That's right.
Bingo.
That's right. That's right.
People with fat kids. All right, that's it. Timeout.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
We need to revoke all soundboard privileges.
Fuck out.
All right, what were you saying, Malty?
I said, y'all want to go over? We got some gifties and a super before we go into the last.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yo, Pops. Oh.
Motherfucker, when are you gonna learn?
Bro just quit his job.
He's always yelling at me. The guy knows that he's always yelling at me all the time.
If you're not coughing and sneezing directly into the microphone, you're just putting random noise.
I got the thing muting. I'm getting better at it. All right, just chill your fucking sexy ass down. All right, fucking do it.
Read the super chats.
Take it easy, all right? Okay. Orangutan.
No, that's not. You misspelled it, or you mispronounced it.
Orangutan.
Orange gigante.
Okay, that's not orange gigante. That's not
I did this before. I did.
That's how you say it.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it's
orange
orange
gigante. I know the meme. I was there when it all came out. I remember, but that's not how you fucking spell that shit. That's how you fucking spell that shit. Anyways, with the fucking naysayers over here. Orange gigante, $1.99, $1.99 super chat. All he says is howdy, gang.
What up, Orange Gigante?
A&M over there. Fucking Augies. Let's go, Augies. And then let's see. Nerd Wars. Erwin, how you doing, man? I'll be doing good. Gifted 1 GCA membership. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Erwin.
Thank you.
And then let's see here. See, look at this. This fucking champion right here. This motherfucker right here.
Corn boy.
5.
Let's fucking go. Gifted
There we
5
go. There we go.
memberships. Let's go.
Corn boy eats his corn the regular way.
Yes.
That was one too many horns.
Yeah, that was one too many.
I know.
He eats a regular way, so we'll give him a horn because he eats a regular way.
That's exactly why I took a breath and I was like, he's going to overstep his bounds. Like, I'm not going to compliment him because I know he's gonna fuck it up.
Fuck you.
Free yo.
Shut up, chat.
Stop it. No.
Stop, chat. Bad chat.
Chat, you're not allowed.
No. Bad chat.
Dad, don't encourage him.
Nagernell timeouts for the whole bar.
That's right.
All right, you guys are gonna have to start super chatting for the soundboard now.
Yes. we gotta grift it. So
Grip the soundboard.
That was me.
You
I
can't
did
grip the soundboard when the one in front of it has like this obsession with hitting it.
He's a DJ. Give him a break.
I like the visual too of just him sitting there in front of this entire desk of buttons, and he's not allowed to touch any of them.
It's like fingers are all tied together.
He's like,
It's like Dee Dee from Dexter's Laboratory.
What does this button do?
See, look at that. Thank you, Erwin. Yes, see, I got people on my side.
We're gonna have to get like 5 Chinese finger traps for your pops.
No, fuck no.
It's
You'll
just
get right out
sitting
of
there
it.
the whole time like this.
I'm gonna be like this. It's like, get...
Oh yeah, that'll be even better for the stream.
Just yanking it.
There's already a lot of clippable stuff of you, Yo Pops. You're gonna
Yeah,
get.
you'll be all of the memes next week.
Mhm.
Well, there we go. We got a super chat for Yo Pops.
All right.
It's working.
Yo Pops, you have 5 seconds. Let it rip.
All right. Chronicles give a hand for a Peruvian $2. Let it rip, yo. Let it rip, Yo Pops. All the sounds.
That's exactly what she sounds like.
All right, that's enough. That's your 5 seconds is
enough.
up.
I heard like 3 different ones. Like,
One more.
Hey,
Warren, my
Warren
boy.
Smith.
Brother from down under.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Awesome.
There you
That
go.
is so loud.
That's a proper 52. All right, who's not green yet, and why do you suck?
Yeah, why?
Well, Sophie's not. So
Sophie, Phantom.
Sophie's green in my heart.
Sorry,
She'll always-
Good save, Malty. Good save.
Crew, all right. I'm trying to do the best I can with the soundboards, but you know, I still need to stay on here for a little bit.
What do you mean? You hit them all.
Sophie, send a complaint to the complaint department. I'll send you the fax number.
1-800 eat shit.
Hey yo.
What am I doing here?
The opinions expressed by Yo Pops are his alone and are not reflected by the GCA.
That was so quick. Oh my god.
Take it easy.
Later, Corey.
Later, Corey.
All right,
All right, Corey.
Have a good night, Corey.
Thanks for being
All right.
here, brother.
Last
What else
little
we
thing
got
of the
then?
night. Last little thing of the night before we go into our outros and wrap it up for all you guys. And we're actually going to let Hayden present this in whatever way he wants. We might even not even use this article. But my good sir, you have the floor.
All right.
And let's just
Yeah.
take a look at this mug.
This is Amir Satvat. He is the man who received the award at Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards. And just to read the headline here, the Game Awards offered Amir Satvat as a folk hero for laid off devs. In reality, he's a Tencent exec who runs a glorified unemployment list. Now, I don't think that that's exactly correct because I've done some big digging into Amir. I've got a video up that's about 30 minutes long on my YouTube channel. And so this is a man who, from what I can tell, genuinely loves video games and gaming. Whenever the Game Awards aired, he had 528 videos on his YouTube channel. Most of them were unboxings and him talking about games that he likes and you know, his first 30 minutes in like Starfield, which I can't imagine went very well. But he had a ton of those. They deleted all but 13 videos off of his YouTube channel just within the past couple of days. Amir set up a site that it's gotten about 3,000 to 4,000 people jobs that have been laid off. And he's kind of established this revolving door of game devs that are just perpetually staying in the game development space. And we all know that it is the developers that are ruining things because they are ideologically infected. Now, Amir has a Blue Sky, but he does not have a Twitter listed on his website where he gives all of these all of this information. Actually, Malty, if you'll scroll up just a little bit to his job stuff here, like, okay, right there at the Amazon, go down one. So, principal publishing producer at Amazon Games, February 22 to 23. He worked there for 1 year and 1 month. That was his first job in games. He had not worked in games previously. And if you scroll down to the bottom of this little list right here, you'll see that he actually got into Amazon right here as the head of Cloud Sales Center Strategy Operations and Enablement at AWS. So this was a man that was not involved in the gaming industry, but does love games and found a way to laterally move throughout the company that he was working for, from working as just a, the head of cloud sales and strategy into Amazon Games. From there, he went to work into another gaming company. Then he ended up at Tencent, and he is actually one of the directors in charge of acquisition and investment. Now, Tencent is running the gaming industry, and honestly, they have stake in so many companies that it can be believed that they are trying to tank Western gaming. Now, this guy is centrally involved in all of that happening, and I couldn't find anything on his personal politics, so I don't know how he feels about DEI and stuff like that, but I can tell you once again, he does have a Blue Sky listed on his website, but not a Twitter handle.
That kind of says a lot, to be honest.
That's kind of how I feel. But yeah, he's been lauded as this hero in the gaming industry, and outside of that, everybody has realized, oh, well, this guy, he's an industry plant. They brought him out in front of all of the people that are laying people off and said, this man is a hero.
So people are calling him the guy that made a spreadsheet and won an award for it. Would you say that's accurate?
No, I wouldn't, because it's not just a spreadsheet. He is actually aggregating all of these different resources and ways for people to make their resumes that make them look more appealing to get into games. I've actually got from his LinkedIn, he had posted a short kind of story from like the 3rd of January, I think, or 3rd of December. I'm sorry. Where he says, I often get asked either by people trying to break into games themselves or by parents asking for their kids why it's so hard to break into this space. At any given moment, there are 700 to 1,000 entry-level roles globally in the games industry. That's it. And he goes into explaining how you make yourself look appealing to these game developers and, to try to get into the space. So I think he has based on everything I've seen, this is a man who loves games. He wants the gaming industry to thrive, but I don't know if he has the same definition as we do of the gaming industry thriving insofar as ideological building up in these companies and stuff like that. So it's kind of one of those things where this is a man that is deep on the inside. He does seem to love games and seems to have gotten into them for the right reasons. And I like that he is a gamer in the gaming space, but I personally think he is inadvertently ruining the space because he is allowing this revolving door of these people who get laid off because of their ideology being brought back into other companies. And it's funny because he actually wrote a paper in 2008 about how groupthink in companies is bad. And we know that now there's lots of companies that are they suffer from ideological groupthink, and he's ironically built a revolving door.
You know what he's like? He's like the guy that you invite to the party, and then you kick other people out of the party, and he brings them back in as friends. It's like, no, that guy stole my beer last time. Like, he doesn't come back to the party. Like, he's like, we kicked all these pink-haired land whales out. There's literally one in that video for the Game Awards. Like, no, you're gone. Go, shoo. Like, we don't need you back in the business. Like, you already proved that you can't do your job.
So
Yeah.
is this like the equivalent of giving a Nobel Peace Prize to someone named Drone Daddy?
It's similar, yeah.
Well, let me change the profile pic.
I was just gonna say you got to go back.
No, it is similar because he is at the top of the gaming industry, and they are giving him this award and having all of the people that are laying people off, who he's rescuing, I guess you could say. Like, they're having all of those people who are laying people off stand up and applaud him.
Rescue. That's like calling. I won't say.
Some of these people being laid off should remain laid off, though, don't you think?
100%. And the problem is that Amir does not think that they should remain laid off. He's the one who is fostering them getting back into the community at a different level to try to, have people keep jobs. And his whole thing is, oh, well, when it's around the holidays and people have to go to their families and tell them that they're laid off. Like, yeah, it's the sob story, the empathy thing. But why did they get laid off? It's because they were making a shit product, and now you've just stuck them into another company.
That's not empathy. That's that would be a sympathy thing. Empathy means that you have been in those shoes before and you know why you deserve it. But so I would have to disagree with your question, ABF, about some people got laid off, deserve to get laid off, yes, or should stay laid off. It's like, no, they need to get their asses fired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're probably unionized.
Laid off is a nice way of saying fired, though. But, fired or laid off, they're getting rehired again.
But here's the thing. Here's what Amir is doing. I figured it out. The snake is eating its own tail, and they're starting to realize that maybe the snake should go after other things. And Amir's like, no, you must eat your own tail. Come back here. Eat your tail. Keep eating.
Nerd Wars that's what he's pretty
doing.
good.
Hayden, let me ask you if I'm making like a good syllogy with this.
Okay.
So you said that he found a way to make lateral moves because of his things. Isn't that the same thing that we're seeing Alyssa Mercanti do? Like, oh, she was laid off from Kotaku, yet still works with something that's still under the umbrella. So that's like now their little safety platform. We see this a lot also with like talk show hosts and people that are basically run under the conglomerate of Disney. It's like, oh, you got fired off this show? Okay, we'll give you your own show on this other subsidiary channel.
Yeah, it's a very similar thing, but the thing is that Amir was not in the gaming industry, but he tells people, and I quote, as time passes, the process becomes more forgiving. Or less forgiving, I'm sorry. As time passes, the process becomes less forgiving. With every rung on the ladder, you'll face more competition from people with more relevant experience. That's why I often recommend making a lateral move from a company that operates in both games and non-game spaces. Functional expertise, whether in marketing, engineering, finance, or other fields, can be a powerful way to join the games industry. So he's literally advising people that are not gamers, but know that gaming is the most lucrative business on the fucking planet at this point. He's telling them, oh, if you're a marketing guy, if you're an engineering guy, if you're a finance guy, there's a way that you can find a company that also has a games division. And then once you get to a certain point in that company, you can move over into games and therefore control the things that the gaming space is pushing out to people.
So let me ask you, what companies are hiring these people on the spreadsheet again? Is it other independents or is it other AAA studios?
ABF, it is all of them. Because his aggregation goes all the way from indie studios all the way up to AAA.
Okay. I was hoping it was only AAA because I like to think that independent developers are higher. better.
No, it's unfortunate, but you have to think that there are indie devs that they use these kind of aggregation sites, and they like to have their stuff put on aggregation sites, and then they'll hire somebody from deeper in the AAA industry. So somebody that came from Ubisoft could be working on the next Okami game, and the only way you'd know it is if you read the credits.
All the people from Ubisoft are about to get laid off again, and they're going to put their names on that spreadsheet again.
100%. And they've already done it multiple times, because this all started in 2020, and Amir believes that is when the games industry blew up, and I kind of agree with him. And it's mostly because like they were looking for people to, work from home and do things. They weren't having people in offices. Then he thinks that the reason the layoffs are happening is because they ballooned at that time. I tend to think that the reason layoffs are happening is because they're not making any fucking money because nobody is playing their games.
Hold on, I have to interject. Danky, I don't usually critique your profile pics, but I think it's missing something.
Yep. That works.
Oh, that is perfect. How did you get it so perfect back screen?
Nice.
I have my ways. So.
That's his artistic talent.
Oh, it's a 44th president. Yay.
Perfect.
There we go. Continue. Sorry.
It's even better because it's got Jeremy.
His head movies are in surround sound now.
Dolby THX.
Norman Conquest. Oh, sorry. Still up on the screen.
Little heads up there. There you
go. I mean, maybe it deserves it. But here's the spreadsheet that we were talking about. It looks like the names have been blacked out, which is a good thing. But it shows when they lost their job, what role they can do, and what they're looking for, and what they're looking for now. What company did you work for or currently work for?
Hold on.
Look
I
at
love the
those
person who
companies.
said no. Somebody said, "What did you work for?" You went no. Like it just throws it by. What an asshole.
No.
Lowercase too.
So this is people are able to put their own stuff in here. It's not filled out like by
somebody
anyone
put
else.
just a slash.
Yeah.
But again, this is an aggregator. Like it gets sent to people, and these people receive information on job postings that happen because he's built an internet, like a scraper, right? So he finds all of the jobs that are available and sends them to these people. They've done over 42,000 consultations on his website. And this website's only been active for a year or two, maybe.
Yeah.
Like they're massive in gaming industry stuff and making sure that people still have jobs that get laid off, and getting people jobs. Now, it's cool to think like, okay, he's helping people get into the industry, but he's doing less of that, it seems, and doing more of we're going to recycle these people who have been laid off and fired from these other places. And if you zoom in on the companies over there, it's kind of interesting to look.
It's a picture, not a document I'm looking at.
Yeah. So scroll up just a little bit. Okay. What company did you work for? Do you currently work for? Crystal Dynamics, Robert Half, Boo Technologies, Pull to Win, Disney, Lifetime Atlantic, Semisoft Studio, Volta Studio, Trazer Studios. I'm not familiar with that one at all. Calvin.
I just want to point out, it looks like this is like sorted by the type here. It looks like administration is being cut off right here at the art, style stuff.
Yeah.
So
this is a screenshot of one of the sorting options that you can use. But there's lots of there's one there. Somebody wants to work in concept art, and they are what company? Job searching. Like they
see
they
mostly
can randomly
animators
put
on
things
here.
in. But where this becomes so detrimental is that they are taking this information and giving all of these people the information of where to apply for a job and giving these jobs, this is a list of people that are looking for what you're hiring. So they're trying to connect these people. That's where it's so detrimental.
It sucks because there's people that probably want to get into this kind of industry and are going to get, stepped on by people that have already been failed in that industry.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yep. And that's what cronyism will kill any industry dead flat. If you are just willing to kiss the boot, you'll get your job. And they're usually, then this is before woke. This is just people that are willing to be part of the machine, and they need to be fleshed out. If you can't cut it, that's just how it is in creative ventures. If you can't cut it, you got to move on to the next thing. You shouldn't be fed back into the machine because it hurts the industry, and everybody suffers as you lose jobs, total jobs, because the studios start shutting down.
Yeah, and
I agree with that, but
right.
it's like mostly animators, and those people are just going to do whatever they're told to animate. It's like they're not the ones that are making everything woke. They're animating the woke stuff that people are telling them to do. So it's kind of...
No, Nerd Wars is correct where he says it's actually pretty cool what Amir is doing.
Yeah, well,
Too bad it's keeping terrible people in the industry. Yeah. And I don't know if I don't think that Amir realizes that that's what's happening. Because again, looking at his deleted YouTube videos, very odd that they were deleted. It was a lot of unboxings and stuff like that, but you can also presume that a lot of that might be because he's in the industry.
Did you see the one right up behind it when he put?
Yeah, we already highlighted it for like 2 minutes. You weren't paying attention.
Yep. What is going on in that co-ed room?
I don't know. I just on my phone, and everyone thinks I'm running an upskirt cam or some shit. I don't know.
Ain't no party like a Yo Pops party.
I don't think that'll fly on Kick.
Ooh, hey, what do you mean? They got fucking bitches in like a half naked fucking jacuzzi.
This is true.
I'm just kidding. I'm not a pervert, people.
It's such a wide angle. It's almost just a 360 cam.
It's like a fisheye cam.
It's a fisheye. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We're happy for you, Nerd Wars.
Man, I didn't even do my deep voice yet, Erwin. What the hell?
Yeah, give him 15 minutes. And
Speaking of 15 minutes, in 15 minutes, we should be ending this stream. So let's start with outros. Starting with the man of the hour. Danky, tell everybody why anybody should give a shit about you.
You probably shouldn't. So that's about it.
I saw that come.
If you want like animation updates or whatever, you can go to my Twitter. It's just my name, but without the dashes. I'll try to have something out next week, but no promises because of the holiday and stuff.
No worries, man. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having me, everybody.
If somehow you guys haven't seen Danky's stuff, he does amazing animations, and they're hilarious. His art style is extremely unique, so definitely go check him out if you haven't.
I do want to add, Danky, I do want to ask you something real quick. I was thinking about, I was driving around today, just, and I was thinking about, man, I gotta ask Danky. I'm just gonna ask him a couple questions, So, and one thing that popped in my head was, what would you consider your style of art, your animation styles? Would you say it's kind of like surrealism? Like, what would you say kind of influences that like freaky style that you got going on?
The look or the actual movement of the animation?
I would say more like just like your images. You know how like when you've done like the images for like Beardo and like Jeremy.
Yeah,
and stuff
just
like
the
that,
design.
Yeah. See that?
It's caricature. I mean, I just exaggerate stuff. That's basically it.
Okay, nice. Okay.
No hidden secret.
I was just wondering. I was like, man, like it's I like it. I definitely like it. So
thank you.
You should. He did a stream a while back when he was trying to get monetized, and you can see him work in real time. It's a sight to behold. It was amazing.
Yeah, I popped in on one of them a couple. I think it was like a week ago or something. He was you're on Dick. You were on your pad or whatever doing your thing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yep.
Yeah, no.
I did like a 6 stream last week.
Nice. Yeah, no, I like to draw too, and the process is definitely it's I would say it's like soothing, almost like kind of relaxing too.
It is. It's amazing.
On your,
The fact he can talk while he does it is amazing. But anyways, continue with the outro, sir. Go ahead, your multi. But that was a great question. That was a great question.
Yeah, he also does it fast as hell. Like
That's insane.
I would expect it to take way longer to get the output that he does, but it doesn't.
Go watch his last stream where he drew a snowman. It was great.
Do you want to build a snowman? Yo, Pops,
Yes,
get your
sir.
outro, brother.
So my name is YoPops215. You can find me on YouTube, Kick, and on X as well. All YouTube, all YoPops215. If you want to find me on Instagram, that's Spicy Taco OC. I have been getting a little bit better on doing streams. If you guys like to hear some EDM music, either house, deep house, dubstep, whatever's floating your boat, come catch me on Kick one of these days. I'll be over there, and I am going to post a couple videos on YouTube, things I've recorded, just to see what works or what doesn't. So stay tuned for that.
He's immediately going to get copyright struck, and his channel is going to be taken down.
No.
Let's go.
That's only happened like every time.
Yeah.
Less so on Kick. I played an entire copy. Well, I should have got copyright struck, and they didn't do nothing. I could just sit there and listen to my Spotify playlist all day, and they don't give a shit.
That's why they have a lot of DJs over there.
So I haven't came up with a name yet, but I don't want to do the whole DJ XYZ or MC, none of that. I want to do like a name like John Summit or like Chris Lorenzo, like some like that. The DJ thing's kind of like the DJ.
Are those not just their real names though?
Yeah, exactly. So just I don't know. I like that.
You should call yourself Leo Tard.
Why did I laugh at that so hard? Holy shit!
For 20 years, eating grilled cheese off a radiator.
Yeah, his name is Leo Tard, and he wears tight outfits the entire time.
All right, that's good.
Leo Tard.
Thank you for doxing my name on the internet. Thank you.
You've said it before. I don't know your last name. You said it
I think I
before.
said it once, maybe, but I don't know. I never really said it. But yes, my name is Leo.
His last name is Pops.
That's right.
Poppy Leo is what we call him. Anyway, Hoodie, how are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Going to watch some Sopranos after this till I knock out probably. I got mail. Look at that.
Nice.
That's Secret Wars Iron Man OG.
Nice.
I don't know if you can
Hell
see
yeah.
the thing here. It goes. Can you see this? It goes between
Yeah,
Iron Man.
Yeah. Okay, if
Yeah.
it's holographic, I can't see that.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
just the
It goes between
plastic.
his mask and Tony Stark's face. So.
Oh, really?
Here's
That's
another
cool.
one.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
not
gonna
doing
open
it.
up. I'm gonna put it on the wall. So just wanted to show you guys. That's what I got this week.
Hell yeah,
Awesome.
man. You got anything coming up for us?
I want to see Sonic, so I'm gonna watch Sonic 1 and 2, and then 3, and I'll put my thoughts out about 3, and that'll probably be Friday night or Saturday morning, depending when I watch the first 2.
Alrighty, man. Lady Magda.
Hello.
What up, girl?
I don't know if I want to see Sonic. I don't know much about Sonic. I never played the games. I know it's a creature that moves really fast.
He's got rings. Look at the rings. That's all you need to know. He moves fast and he gets rings.
Yeah, but
Magda,
Don't call him a hedgehog.
Magda, just watch the first movie and then make a decision. I'm not even joking when I think that it appeals to everybody.
That's good.
It looks like a cartoon for kids, though.
It's
It's
really
a good old
cute.
school movie.
Yeah.
Good,
Yeah,
good
it's like
wholesome story. You'll like it. It's got some moments
think
where
what
you're like,
to
oh, that's
compare
pretty
it to.
funny. That's good.
All right. Okay. Well, maybe I will try. Okay.
Yeah, make
Or
your
we
kids
can
watch
just
it too.
we could do another horror watch party until the high seas come into port.
Wait, it's a horror?
No, me and you can just do another horror watch party until the high seas come into port, so you don't have to pay.
Okay, all right. Okay, well maybe.
That'd be
Okay,
like a
I will give it a try. I will
Don't
watch.
you have the pass, Medea?
Huh?
Don't you have the pass?
I do have a pass.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay.
all the time.
I never played the game, or I never seen any of the movies. So
I agree with Nerd Wars. You
Next
can
is
probably
all the
skip the
time.
second.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
The first one is really good,
Um,
and the second one is not nearly as good.
Okay.
The third one
think
looks
the
like it's
second
going to
one
be
is
better
close.
than the second one.
I'm just saying, it's in Dolby. It's supposed to be pretty cool. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see the preview, and it looked okay. So, but okay, I might give it a try. I might watch the first one. I do have it on Plex, I think, and
The original one was.
Yes, agreed.
What?
It was a horror.
and then I will go to the movies and watch the third one. Is it okay if I skip the second one? Is it gonna?
I think it's probably fine.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing you have to realize going into the third one is that Robotnik is kind of retired, or that's the way it looks. Because tired of getting his ass kicked.
They all exist on their own. You don't need to see one to understand.
No, the second one literally takes place right after the first one.
All you
The
need to
very
know is-
intro to the second one. Like, if you don't watch the first one and you watch the second one, you're like, well, why is this guy on this planet?
Daggerdall, the bad guy always comes back. That's all you have to know.
Yeah, it's not that.
Yeah,
deep. Yeah. So you're not going to miss out on anything. It's
I'm
not
just
like
saying, the
you'll miss
opening to the
them.
second one directly
I'd like-
leads off the end of the first.
You'll probably miss some jokes and some callbacks, just some like elbow nudges, and then
Well,
shit.
but
I don't think
you'll
it
miss
actually-
some of those from not having played the games too.
Well, yeah, I mean anybody would, but I'm talking. We're all, and this is what she's asking about: standalone stories.
Yeah.
It's not like she's coming into the third part of a trilogy. She's watching Return of the King without seeing Fellowship or Two
Yeah, that's what-
Towers. It's nothing close
Not
to
like
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I will give it a try. Why not?
Can't hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good rest if you end up getting tired.
Yeah, there you go.
I always get recliners these days, so and bring my blanket, so you know. It's
hell yeah.
You get a little vape pen in there if they let you drink too. If I can hit the vape pen and have a couple drinks.
You can vape in theater.
Of course, Joe Pops was
Listen,
there.
beverages are very
Someone else
expensive
do
in the movies these days, so I bring my own. So
There you go.
Right, that's right.
Yo, Pops, you probably bring fire blanket so you can freebase underneath it.
Oh, shut the fuck up! Wow. The car before I go in. I'm a little more dignified than that. Come on now.
I know you pick on. You know I love you, man.
I know. Love you too, brother.
Hayden, what you got coming up?
So I have my video today that I put out on
listening.
Amir Satvat, and then I think within the next couple of days I might do like an unboxing video as I open up my new Meta PC laptop that I've ordered.
Nice.
Yeah, record it, dude.
I'll check that out.
Oh,
Yeah. that's
yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, I would too.
I think that's the plan. And then other than that, I will be watching Sonic 1 and 2 and then going to see 3 this weekend. And yeah, just, you know, popping around on live streams, hanging out with the fine people of the internet. And now that my new laptop is coming in, or it is in, I just have to get it. I might start doing some occasional streams soon. There'll be kind of guerrilla streams, maybe just playing some games, maybe talking about some stuff. But I think that's in the future. So excited about it.
Sounds great, man. You say doing guerrilla streams. I was like, is there a new Donkey Kong game, or are you just gonna eat bananas?
No.
Stream?
Guerrilla, like guerrilla warfare, like it'll be random. Yeah.
I realized what you mean. My mind was in another place. Maggernaw, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing good. I've been playing all sorts of games over on my Kick and YouTube, playing through Stellar Blade again, and I was playing Sonic. I've been playing Sonic at least it's Sonic X Shadows Generations, but I've been playing the Shadow Generations part of the game leading up to this movie, and it's actually been really good. I like it more than the Sonic Generations, but it's also, I think it's newer, so I guess that kind of makes sense. But, other than that, nothing really, just modding for everybody, and this and ABF's channel. Go follow them.
Yahoo!
Yay.
You're doing a good job, man. You make it sound boring as fuck and make it sound like you're doing nothing, even though you're doing so much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, now chill. Chill, Daddy.
It
It really is like Mouse from The Matrix.
Hey, he was a cool character, man. That fool was awesome.
No, Nagy.
That was cool.
Wasn't that his
Oh
name?
yeah, he is. Yeah,
Yeah, Mouse.
Yeah.
I think I had Nerd Wars make me Mouse in one of the intros.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, in the beginning he did. I was like, man, that really fits his personality too.
It is good.
ABF, what you got coming up? What you got going on?
Let's see here. Well, tomorrow I'm going to be at AmFest, and I will be for the entire week. So expect me talking politics on my Twitter a lot, probably. But come Monday, we will be talking about gaming on my channel, Off the Hip. And as Nerd Wars is made public finally on Tuesdays next year, we're going to be doing a political stream over on Nerd Wars channel. So that's going to be pretty fun.
Very cool.
You can be booked every day of the week.
I think so. Yeah.
Yep. Join the club. All right, man. Well, I'm going to do mine because Mo has something to introduce at the very end, which I think everyone will be excited about because I know we are. Yeah. Obviously, I do videos for the GCA. Late and Gay. We are thinking about other things that we have in the background. Yet to be announced. We've got a lot of things working. A lot of things. The ball is rolling down the hill, and that rolling stone is gathering no moss. So that's a good thing. Also, you'll find us with On Off the Hip with ABF every Monday evening at 8:30 Eastern. Or is it 9 Eastern?
9 Eastern.
I hate doing
9
everything.
Eastern.
9
I
Eastern.
hate doing everything in Eastern because I live in Central Time. I was
Well, I
like,
can't-
"Motherfucker, just tell me when to show up."
I can't tell anybody my channel time because I live in Arizona. We don't recognize daylight savings, so that makes it even more confusing for everyone else. So I just go off of Eastern time.
I have no idea what time I'm doing the shows that I come on because I travel between Mountain Time and Central Time all the time, and I have no idea what fucking time zone anything is taking place.
Hey, you're telling me, dude, I just pop in on my fucking thing just whenever. So it's like, I don't even have a set time. I just fucking.
I wait on you guys to put up the YouTube thing so that I can see the countdown for how long do I have before I have to I have people asking me all the time, what time is the stream you're on tonight? I'm like, I don't have any fucking idea.
Maybe the drones are being set up there so we can get implants so we can have telekinesis. Like it will be that kind of power.
Dear Lord, I don't need that I don't need that, fam.
Or telepathy. Maybe telekinesis isn't the right thing.
This is what I've done. I've submitted to Eastern time. Yes.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck you, Erwin.
Now, you know what? Fuck
Gently.
Erwin. From now on, we announce everything in Central Time. Because people try to do Pacific, they try to do Eastern. No, we're doing Central.
Oh, what a fed sitter you are.
I'm in Greenwood.
I'm a Texas boy.
Oh, let's go by Idaho Mike's time. It's 11:40 a.m. in Beijing right now.
Yes.
Wow.
Our Chinese
believe that's-
overlords. I'm done, Mo, by the way.
Jessica's
Let's go
probably
ahead.
right.
Thank you. Well, okay. Thanks. Yes, we all are. We're a basket of them, as a matter of fact.
I don't think the metric system
Oh, I think we can all agree on that. Get that shit out of
works
here.
that way.
So, anyways, I am Mo Zamboni. As I stated, in about, wow, is it going to be about 3 weeks, I think? 3 or so. Well, 2.5 weeks. I'm going to be on a panel stream with Drunk 3PO, Epic Mike, Sevi, Lila, and oh my goodness. I'm having a brain fart. Shit. Who was the other person? Oh, Jonas J. Campbell. So all 6 of us are going to be you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Is that on his main channel or his
It's on his
welcome
main channel,
to the?
and then yep, and then he's going to move the clips over to another channel that'll be named later. So
It was going to be
I
on
will
Drunk
starting.
Preview.
Yep, so it'll start on January 6th, based at 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll probably go to around 9 Eastern, taking us right into ABF Off the Hip, which is one of the funnest shows, if not the funnest shows, aside from this one, obviously. But it's really fun to do it with him. But I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be super cool. But other than that, great news. We have commissioned Erwin to do our outro. And before we do that, we have one more member re-sign up at Cole Hauser.
Praise out.
All right. Go ahead there, Yo Pops.
Cole Hauser, praise member for 1 month. Hail GCA, just got back from watching Interstellar. So nice in IMAX. Hope that everyone is well. Praise Allah. Yes, sir.
I'm jealous. I want to see Interstellar.
Yeah, that's
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but not in IMAX. That doesn't go.
So
actually worked someone's shift today so he could go see it at IMAX. But this is I've seen it before. But not in IMAX. He's never seen it before, so his friends are taking him to do the whole experience. And I was like, I'll work your shift, dude. I need more hours.
He's gonna be happy.
And you know what? We're healing. We're healing. The movies are starting to go back into the theater, starting to realize people what they want to see, what they want from the studios. It might be a small step, but we're getting there. We're getting these older movies out. We're enjoying movies again. And we're going to get back. It's healing, albeit slowly, but we're getting there. Thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight and staying here this long to watch these godforsakenly long outros. But that's okay because they're fun. But yeah. Anyways, thanks, Nerd Wars. I was going to play your outro. You're making it really hard for me to hit that button. Anyways, thank you all.
Hit the button. I need a piss.
Don't be autistic. All right. Thank you for coming out. Bye.
We'll do it live.
I could go really hard into this stuff.
Take the pants off. Take your pants off.
Murder. It was murder in there.
This really triggers me.
Let them fight.
Say hello to my little friend.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I just gotta backdoor the phone system.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. What the hell is even that?
My name, Yo Pops. I speak at the English.
I am not gay.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I just want to suck a dick to see what it tastes like.
I almost used the F word. Once I got in there, I hooked up with Jeremy.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky.
I'm looking at porn.
Voila! Oh, you look so stupid.
What's happening, hot stuff?
Give me the meat and give it to me raw.
How about a shave?
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, because I don't want ass prints on my new door.
Come fight me. Physically.
I'm joking. Stop.
All shall love me understand.
Wow!
Oh my god!
Oh, it's so good. Bye.
Off with your head.